Pakistan is, specifically the Lahori community, has many bright young minds. I'm here because of the support, crores and crores, into the Lahori economy. I'm happy to be the ambassador to spread the word that this is a safe and good business environment.
Gabriel, tell us, how did you find our Lahore, its people, its culture?
People in Pakistan in general. Love it here. Enjoy Lahore and all that it has to offer. So Lahore, Lahore.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन, मैं हूं आपका मेज़बान अली हमजा और आप देख रहे हैं डेली पॉइंट। नाज़रीन, आज हम इस वक्त मौजूद हैं गैब्रियल के ऑफिस में, जो कि यूएसए से यहां पाकिस्तान बिजनेस करने आए हैं, जिनके साथ एक अजीब सा वाक़या पेश आया। यहां पे ज़ुफ़रान हैं सब्ज़ा ज़ार के, जिनको इन्होंने मैनेजर हायर किया। उन्होंने इनके साथ फ्रॉड किया 1.5 करोड़ का। लेकिन इस सारे मामले में जो अच्छी बात थी वो ये थी कि सीसीपी ऑफ लाहौर गुलाम महमूद डोगर साहब ने इस मामले को बड़ा संजीदगी से लिया, क्योंकि जो फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर्स आते हैं उनको इन्वेस्टमेंट जो पाकिस्तान आती है उनका बहुत ख्याल रखना पड़ता है। लेकिन कुछ लोग जो ये ज़ुफ़रान बट टाइप के होते हैं, ये लोग पाकिस्तान का इमेज ख़राब करते हैं। सीसीपीओ साहब ने इस पे फ़ौरन एक्शन लिया और गैब्रियल के 1.5 करोड़ के जो एसेट्स है वो रिकवर करा के दिए। आइए ये सारा मामला है क्या, इन्हीं से जानते हैं। हाय गैब्रियल, हाउ आर यू?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Alhamdulillah. Tell us, Gabriel, how this incident happened to you?
It was an incident that was planned for many months, and a number of my team members clued me in on what I kind of already knew was being planned, which was that the assets within the house was allegedly owned by the people, though all the assets were investments that I brought from the United States that was instrumental to running Disruptive Effects. And the perpetrators were employees and family members. And so it was certainly a diabolical scheme, and the police responded with swift and certain action. And I can't say enough good things about Muhammad Dogar, Qamar Abbas, Mr. Sharfat, Isa Sukara. Cha. Getting these names, it's tough, but these men mean a lot to me because when needed, they didn't care that I didn't have olive skin or didn't have a beard. They took on blind justice. Chapter 4, verse 135 of the Quran, very applicable to this situation. And so they deserve a lot of recognition for their elite services, and I can't say enough good things about them.
Tell us, how come you thought to do business here in Pakistan?
Great question. So I am a compassionate capitalist. It's one of the pillars, the 3 pillars that makes up Disruptive Effects. And so Pakistan is specifically the Lahori community has many bright young minds coming out of its institutions. And so I am a teacher at heart. And so I want to spread the knowledge to these, I call them kids because I'm 45 and a lot of them are, in their mid-20s, but be a dean in what really is an institution of learning. And then we learn how to monetize the niche industries, which we get to know very well. The best roofers, expert roofers, are here in Lahore for North America roofing. And I'm here because of the support of Norm and Lindsay Dopfer, 2 Americans who have never stepped foot in this jurisdiction, but continue to put crores and crores into the Lahori economy because they have faith and belief in these, my teammates, about 15 now. And so I'm I have a very soft spot in my heart for Pakistan and its people.
Gabriel, tell us how long you are doing business here in Pakistan.
So I think I started doing business, everyone's heard of Fiverr, and that goes back to February of 2000. And so I didn't come to Pakistan until the 23rd of October last year. Since that time, I've spent roughly 75% of my time here in Pakistan. And, it's been a fun and interesting journey. But I really stepped foot into the jurisdiction in October, have devoted much of my time, my money. Roman Roofing puts a lot of investment again. And so two great American entrepreneurs who are open-minded, visionary, and put a lot of trust in me and the team to deliver what we think is going to be an outstanding product for them and will disrupt the roofing software as a service segment.
Gabriel, who is Zafran Butt?
Zafran Butt is a former employee of Disruptive Effects. I came to know Zafran November of last year, and at one point he helped me establish a office for our business Disruptive Effects in Moglazar Colony. And what I didn't know and understand at the time is he put the lease in Urdu and in his father and his name, and ultimately was using that as leverage, as we say, to one day was going to say all of the things inside the house belong to him. And so those assets are all instrumental to running the business. And so it would basically end the business right there. And learning that was extremely upsetting. But we took action, and with the assistance of the police again, we were able to recover. And just yesterday actually found a new residence that we're very excited about. And so we see a bright future. But Zafran is in the past. People ask me, we always say we try to bury the past, look forward.
Are you satisfied with the performance of police?
I'm ecstatic would be the word. Delighted. From top to bottom, all of the officers I've encountered, they have been fair to both parties, and so they deserve extreme recognition. People, I think, have a hard time understanding how hard their job is. Mr. Dugar, 35,000 plus under his command. That rivals New York City. And so I take my hat off to him for how educated the man is. And I didn't realize he went to the University of Kansas. Well, those are my stomping grounds. And so it is a small world, as I told him in our banter yesterday. And so 2 days ago, I guess. But I have immense respect for the police, the men and women that make up the Punjab police force.
What's your future plan? Would you like to continue your business here in Pakistan?
Oh, not only would I like to, that's exactly what's going to happen. Again, we just signed a 3-year deal for Disruptive Effects. We're returning to our roots in Johar Town, where we started. And so we are extremely optimistic. We have a very bold and unique, very unorthodox business plan. When people understand it, they appreciate the 3 pillars upon which Disruptive Effects is built. Equal opportunity for all being the second, and the wealth that's created from the software we build and workflow automation that we develop is ultimately trickled down into the teammates which built that disruptive software. And so it is a unique model, but it's one that I think will hopefully last for decades and decades. It is a bold plan, but that is why I'm here and devoted to Pakistan and the Lahori people.
Don't you think these few peoples like Zafran Butt distort the image of Pakistan?
Oh, certainly. We can talk about bad Americans, and there's a long list, right? And so there's bad people in any slice of society. So talking about Zafran, that's the reason, one of the reasons I don't like to, because I could talk about 10 other people that are really incredible people. President of the Chamber of Commerce. Here's a man that knows me better than maybe anybody. I'm sorry, this is Tariq. Ms. Tariq, yeah. I grilled for the man on Independence Day, U.S. beef. He lived in Florida. And so I make very close friends here, and I'm just delighted. I feel like Pakistan is more home now.
Gabriel, what's your message to Pakistani peoples and foreign investors?
Sure, yeah. I guess the first one, I come not only in peace, but I offer knowledge and ultimately economic prosperity to the people of Pakistan who are a part of the disruptive effects team. And it is because there is civility and law enforcement that looks after foreign investors that bring money in under Prime Minister Imran Khan's investment scheme, such as myself. It is for that reason and the benefit and belief of Norman Lindsay Dopfer of Roman Roofing in Cape Coral, Florida. Those three elements, the police and those all come together to make this a very, I think, ripe jurisdiction for foreign investment. And so I keep thinking it's a real durable competitive advantage, but the word will get out. And I'm happy to be the ambassador to spread the word that this is a safe and good business environment.
Gabriel, tell us, how did you find our Lahore, its people, its culture?
Oh, I find Lahore to be very hospitable. But if you get outside of Lahore, as you well know, into other areas, the more into the villages, the more hospitable it becomes. I've been into SWAT, KPK, places my government says don't go. You know, I am an open-minded person and actually stayed overnight at a random stranger's house in the SWAT Valley, first time I went. And so that speaks itself as to my feeling of the hospitality and trustworthiness of people in Pakistan in general.
What are your thoughts on security situation in Pakistan?
What security situation? I feel safe here. Yeah, I go outside of secure areas all the time and blend in with people, and sure, people, you know, might look at me more than others, but that's okay. A lot of people have never seen a white person. That's okay. I'm used to that, but that doesn't make me feel like there's a security issue at all. I feel very comfortable here in Lahore and pretty much anywhere I've gone, whether it was Islamabad. My heart's in Islamabad, probably my favorite city. Probably because I don't get to spend much time in it, and Margaret Hills, and have all these places that I really love there.
Tell us about Lahore.
Oh, Lahore. So Johar Town, where my heart is, where I started, E Block, Terrace Cafe, have all sorts of people here in Lahore that I love. But it was Terrace Cafe actually where it stars. Johar Town, we just got signed 3-year deal, our house in G Block. And so find the people of Lahore very hospitable. I always ask, do you like your lassi sweet or salted? And that's the icebreaker. Food Street's my favorite.
What's your favorite food?
Probably chicken biryani. I love mutton chops also. Get mutton chops quite often. And so love it here. Enjoy Lahore and all that it has to offer. So Lahore, Lahore.
Ji, Lahore, Lahore.